Good morning. Hello, hello. Roy is like, why are we up? It's 5 a.m. We went to bed after midnight. So he's curled up over there. But yes, hello, hello. We have a Sarah Brody. Hello. Angel Faye Ryder. Congratulations on getting the daughter down from the nap. And Sam Wicker, fan flippin' tabulous. Sam is amazing, if you don't know. And Alice Reed's MVP of the marathon. Hello. I know the feeling. Well, I was on Sky, Esty Haggis's stream last night, and I was having too much fun. And she had prompts. And so I started writing a mafia romance flash piece for one of the prompts. So it's like, I was having too much fun. Anyway. You're welcome. And got here, heck yeah! Coffee. Lots of coffee. I have gotten up. I did the bathroom. Roy did his bathroom. And I brushed my teeth. And that's all we had time for. Yeah. Hi, Jessica. If you don't know, Jessica does have a book out called The Lonely Santa Claus, if you still want to hang on to the Christmassy vibes. But yeah. Let's see. Emmy says, hello, won't be around for today because we may get plans for games. Is it like board game, dice game, card games, or like video games? I'm intrigued. Mafia romance. Yeah. It's like this long, but it is fun. See, but before I disappear, I want to send all the love. Also was midway reading Tiny Shivers and looking forward to that mysterious middle grade I sometimes hear about. Yes. So, introductions, I suppose. Too much paperwork. Pens falling everywhere. I have a collection out called Tiny Shivers. It is horror, and there are 101 drabbles, flashes, and short stories in here. But I also have written a middle grade book called Seeds of Doubt, which is my triumph over my trauma from the episode Goosebumps Stay Out of the Basement that scarred me for life as a child. Because a substitute teacher showed it to us, and I was terrified that my parents were replaced by plant people. So, for weeks, I have overcome my Goosebumps trauma, and I've been querying it for 2 years now. I just had a revise and resubmit in like last year, and handed it over. I think it was beginning of November. So, like another couple months, maybe, hopefully, hear back. It's actually an agent in the UK. So, yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Let's see. Sam has a moment where she tries to figure out if she brushed her teeth or not. I think I did. Yes, sure. I had to. Right? Right. Yeah. Let's see. Have a great game day / night. And it's board games. Big fan of those, but play others too. I love board games. Yeah. So, I figured we could do some 20-25 minute sprints. And I have some questions made for it. Remade Goosebumps, not children's story at all. So the visual effects house that I worked at in Toronto at the time was working on the Goosebumps movie. And so I didn't get to work personally, but like my coworkers were working on Goosebumps. So we had, no, not Goosebumps. We did Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Anyway, because we had the poster of the girl looking in the mirror with the bump on the face. If you know which story that is, we had a poster of that at work in our entrance lobby, so got to see that loveliness every morning. Those spidery legs. Anyway, let's see. Michael says, my 6-year-old is obsessed with writing Goosebumps fanfic. Nice. Yeah. I have never written a Goosebumps fanfic. Although I had never read an actual Goosebumps until last year. Because after I had watched that episode, it was banned from the house. So, no Goosebumps. But I was participating in the Nostalgia Train book club run by Violet, Writing Violet. And I was co-host of the Steinoween, where we were reading R.L. Stine books for a month. So I got some Goosebumps, and I read them. I read a couple, so I still have some on my bookcase. They came in a collector's tin, so I still have a couple in that tin that I haven't read yet. Bye, Emmy! Let's see. Hi, ML. Welcome, welcome. But yeah. Let's see. Alice says, I'm working on a secret project. When done, might ask me to beta read it. It will be a short horror romance. Haven't completed yet, so not sure where the words will go yet. Nice, nice. I had a meeting with my alpha reader, I guess, technically, last night. Going over Crimson Strings. So my first draft is done, and yeah, so oh dear. So it starts off action, and then it goes romance, and then it's like horror, and then it's like, oh dear, it needs a lot of work. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to rewrite it from scratch with all these notes. But yeah, let's see. Good morning, Rita. Streaming at the moment and tackling the little things. Well, this next sprint. Very cool. Hello, Jenna. Happy Saturday. Smoochy's a likey and friendly reminder to subbies, y'all. Aw, thank you, Rita. So yeah, I have some questions lined up. So let me pull up my first question. I will be working on a short story. So my question, while I pull up my short story and everything, is what's the most unique / experimental point of view you've told a story from? So Alice says, OMG, it's okay, Laura, you got this. It's your baby, and you've got this. I know you do. Thank you. It's my beta reader is a fantastic beta alpha reader. They are putting together right now their document that they put together with notes is 14 pages of single space notes. It's like, oh my gosh, you are a saint. But yeah. Okay. Present. Don't do this to me, computer. Don't freeze. No. At least my mouse is moving. There it goes. Okay. Let's see. we have a timer. So let's get underway. The first sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. I should turn down the volume for sure. fix this spelling. I'll finish the sentence. Okay. So, I have 208 words. To be fair, some of them are recycled. Let's see. Oh my goodness. It's 8 a.m. Anyway, 8 a.m. 5:38 a.m. So, hello. What am I doing? Yes. So, I am working on a short story piece that is for a dark carnival themed anthology. So this one is, I have a short story that I wrote already. It's called The Strand of Tarot. And I have not been able to get it published in any anthologies or magazines. Like, I've tried multiple times and it's never been picked up. So I am cannibalizing it and writing it from a different POV. So it's more of a unique POV, which I think will help. It is one of those fortune-telling carnival machines, but it's a big mechanical spider in this glass box. And it has this spinneret that will drop down with magnets and pick up tarot cards and tell your future. And it will read you your future in exchange for a lock of your hair. So now, instead of telling it from the POV of the girl getting her fortune told, I'm doing it from the POV of the booth itself. So we are going to be in the carnival the whole time. So, oh my goodness. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Scrolling back up. All right. Hellos to Rita. Hello to Jenna. Did I say hello to Jenna? Hi, Jenna. Yeah. You didn't see Roy just traipsed on over here and basically embedded himself in my hip. Made himself comfy. Now he is sprawled out. He's a stretchy boy along my hip and my leg. So he's so cute. Hello, Nina. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop yawning. Good morning, Megan. Enjoy the sleep. We had a cool gamer. My internet keeps on spinning sometimes. Sam says, I worked on making a new channel trailer. Nice. It says, I'm working on an outline, but I haven't done anything yet. Just open my document. That is important. Jessica said, I got the first episode, the free one, posted, and finally hit publish on my Patreon. Though I have to wait until it goes live before I can share it with y'all. That's super exciting. Thank you. See, unfortunately, I feel like it might get declined specifically because of the nature of the story. To Kill Me Kindly. Yeah, I think Ream is where a lot of the more spicy serialized stories are. So, yeah. Like, it was founded by erotic romance writers. So, if Patreon doesn't go well, content guidelines wise. Maybe try Ream. 403 words on Secret Project. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. So my question was, what's the most unique / experimental POV you've told a story from? So, do that yawn. Ah! Anyway, okay. Michael said, Jack, we got the correction, Pumpkinhead, from Wild Hair that I got during this week's marathon when I misheard something. They are from the Oz books and the movie Return to Oz, which is super cool. And they said, I always loved that character. He was so simple. Very nice. And Rachel said, sadly, first person. I read mostly third. So for me, that's a change. Let's see. Scrolling. Let's see. Good morning, Jocelyn. Let's see. You might have to, but we'll see. Yeah. So some of my more unique POVs, I wrote a flash from the POV of a raindrop. That was fun. It is terrified because it is being pulled from its siblings as it becomes a raindrop and falls from the cloud. So it's alone as it plummets. And then it hits a tree and slides through the ghost orbs in the branches as it gets down to the ground where it's absorbed. And the ground is blood-stained because it is a battlefield. And water has memory, and so it absorbs the memory, the final memory of the dead man whose blood it is. And then gets absorbed by the tree roots, goes through and like ATP or whatever, the water gets split and like becomes part sap. So it's like a crystallized version of the man's last memory. So that was really fun. Thanks. I think that's one of the more experimental POVs I've done. Yeah, I really enjoy doing short fiction, so I can do more non-traditional POVs. Yeah, it's really fun. And people can usually go with a weird POV for 1,000 words or a couple thousand words. It'd be much harder for a full-on novel. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Let's change this up. So my next question, which is snowballing off of S.C. Haggis's stream last night / this morning, which is, have you ever submitted to an anthology magazine podcast before? Got any tips? So while we have that, let me pull up the next timer. Let's do this one. Okay. Oh, stop yawning. Okay. Let's begin our second sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. right. Right here on my headphone cord. Anyway. Awesome sauce. How was that sprint? I basically was just opening up my resources in my tabs and sharing those and then staring at a screen. It's too early, man. Yeah. So that's what I did. I didn't get a single word. Crow says making a mug of tea and getting my face on for live. For those who don't know, they are streaming next in the playlist. The playlist is in the description box. So yes, they are on in about 45 minutes. Very, very exciting. Yeah. You're so excited. Oh, that's awesome. This is my last stream that I'm hosting for this marathon. I should be on Stephanie Whitson's stream tonight as a co-host. Jocelyn, sunglasses. Nice. Let's see, Alice got 280 words again. Jessica says I spent that sprint chatting with my friend / cover artist and putzing around on Canva. Very cool. So, my question was, have you ever submitted to an anthology magazine podcast before? Got any tips? So, this is how I got my first publishing credential. Was in an anthology. So it's nice having publishing credentials when querying a novel to a literary agent. So just to have these in your back pocket is really nice. And Alice says, no, but maybe soon. We shall see. Very cool. And Sam says, I have submitted to anthology outside of AuthorTube twice, but was rejected, so my tips don't count. Your tips can still count. Don says, yes, years ago, I submitted a poem to some anthology, but I think it was a scam or something. Oh, goody. Yay, scams. Jessica says, nope, I was going to several times, but then I either 1, got distracted, 2, chickened out, 3, found out it was toxic somehow or other. I want to, though, one day. Nice. I feel the distraction so hard. I will find an anthology with a theme or prompt that you need to write to. Brainstorm it. Maybe even start writing it. And then get distracted and miss the deadline. I'm like, dang it. Yeah. Also said, I've submitted to a poetry anthology before. Apparently poetry is not my strong suit. I have also attempted to get poetry published in anthologies and had no success yet. But I did buy a book called Writing Poetry in the Dark. So hopefully that will help me. Yeah. So some resources that I have listed are Published to Death. This is their open calls. This goes through the whole year. Here's a website called Authors Publish, and this is just the January theme submission calls and contests for this year, January. And this is Submission Grinder, which is a search engine that has a ton of publications. A lot of them are monthly, like flash fiction online and stuff like that. So they're not like themed usually. Some of them are. So you're able to search by genre and your word count length and pace. You can sort by pay scale. So you can make some monies. Yeah. See, Crow was finishing up morning pages and setup, which is awesome. And Shannon says, I have submitted to anthology/literary magazines since I was a kid, but stopped actively pursuing it in my early 30s. Have several stories and a poem published. I was 12 with my first publication. That is so cool. Awesome. If you want to write a themed horror drabble every month, Black Hair Press, which is an Australian publication, has a new theme every month for drabbles. A lot of mine were published through Black Hair Press. There are some tips. Just do it. I know that seems easier said than done, but if you're writing all the time, you've got something to submit. Go through the process just for the process, and you might be surprised. That is true. Just says, don't give up if you don't get into everyone. Also follow the guidelines. Their guidelines are there for a reason. Like, you don't want to, what do you call it? Like, not put your best foot forward. So, yeah. Let's see. Sam finally finished the welcome video / slideshow, which is awesome. They still count. It's not your fault, Sam. They were idiots. Exactly. Sam says, my tip is just do it. Hannah says, I will be doing an anthology, my first. I plan to announce near the end of January, beginning of February. A dragon anthology. Nice. For those who don't know, Nicole Ford Thomas, I believe, is the one who's spearheading the spring AuthorTube anthology. The theme for this one is Beltane. And so if you want to sign up, there is a Google form. But yeah. Let's see. Can't wait to hear what you're doing about. Hear about you doing an announcement video. Everything's better with the dragon on it. You'll do a video. Awesome sauce. I went through and responded from a person who wanted a book cover from me through my Etsy. Very cool. Oh no. Sad day. Yeah, so my quick tips for submitting to anthologies, magazines, story podcasts would be definitely read the submission guidelines. Make sure you're within the word count limits, that you are within the genre, and that if, like, keep track of when you submit it to them, when the if not hear back by this much time, consider it rejected window. And if you get it rejected, read over it again. And if you still think it's good to go, submit to another anthology or what magazine or whatever. Just keep going. I have a few of my stories that were rejected in the first round that got published later. So, yeah. It's okay to get rejected. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It might feel like it, but it's personal taste for a lot of these rejections. Let's see. Look at some of the publications to get ideas. It's a great one. Mystic Winged Designs is Angel Faye. Very cool. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Not using AI really narrows down how many people you can use on Fiverr. Me too, Angel Faye. Me too. Okay. Well, I believe we have time for another 25-minute sprint. Let me get another timer. Let's scroll it down slightly. Okay. Let's do this. And the final question is, have you ever Frankenstein/cannibalized a story before? Any tips? Yeah. So let's do our final sprint of this session in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, alright, alright. That was the final sprint. Um, I am so tired. I think I'm going back to sleep after this. But yes. Hello. I ate breakfast. Bye, Crow. Crow stream is next. It starts in 10 minutes. And Sako showed up. Hello. And Jessica's like, did I thoroughly waste that sprint by making a cute little lock screen for myself? Absolutely. Have I written anything today at all? Nope. That's all right. Rachel said that I just spent the sprint playing with future stories instead of the actual series we have yet to publish. Absolutely. And it was fun. Like 6 a.m. is now almost 9 a.m. Today might actually give up for a bit and instead. ADHD, that's not giving up. That is giving yourself permission to take a break. And that is fun. Also, no words, breakfast time, same. I ate breakfast too, and read along about my story, where it's going with hubby. Aw, nice. Water. Do I sound like a little bit? Lame. Yeah, not giving up, redirecting. There, muted and unmuted. Hopefully that fixed it. Yes. So the question was, have you ever Frankenstein/cannibalized a story before? Any tips? And we got sort of, but it wasn't the story itself, but the plot for it. I've written the plot for a glittering page to be for a fanfic. Have you ever read the original story? So that's more filing off serial numbers. Very cool. Sam says, I've taken OC characters I did for fanfics and put them into my stories. Most of them have been folded into my epic that is yet to be written, other than Miss on Ream, but one became Milla in Capture the Empress. It's better now. Okay, good. My blog hack story. Yay! Um, I forgot to say my first kids book cover. Yeah. I had taken pieces of short stories and flashes that I've abandoned and reutilized them in new ones. So it's always nice to have the brainstorming already done for certain aspects and just reincorporate it. But, yeah, so right now I am cannibalizing a short story I wrote. So I have my original opener document and a new document, and I've copied the paragraphs that I need to make sure to keep the story going. But I need to rewrite them from a new point of view. So yeah, our stories wrote for ourselves and not for publishing. And I've come up with a standard plotting tool, and I'm going back to make sure the stories meld into a proper plot and subplots. Nice. Michael says, absolutely. My current story has been cut apart and rearranged. The scene I'm going to write today for book 3 was initially written in 2015 for then book 2. Oh. So the tip, use a plotting tool after the fact to help keep consistent in formula with Frankenstein. Yeah, I had an old flash that I revamped with my book yesterday. Sacred Fire. That's it. Keep all scenes in an archive for future/personal use. Amen to that. Don't throw it away. Don't do it. And with that, we shall call it a day. So up next is CSSA Crow. Um, so follow along with the playlist. The playlist is in the description. Let me find it really quick. Okay. Oh, come on. Let's see. I don't kill my darlings. I lock them up. Yes. Okay. There's the right tab. And I did an extra scene playlist. Oh well. You know the gist. And yeah, see you over at Crow's stream in about 4 minutes. Bye.